Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day. I'm just checking in. My day's been kind of shitty so far. I mean, surprise, surprise about that. Hasn't been a good day for quite a while, but today's one of those days where if it was months ago, I'd probably be drinking because of a number of reasons. Um, just for the anxiety and the depression alone, and one of the biggest things that triggered it was the amount of time I spent alone by myself, and it would there would be it would be partially because of boredom too, but most of it was because of my anxiety, my depression, and insomnia. I wouldn't be able to sleep. That's another big reason why I used to drink, is so I could fall asleep. Um, that didn't always help though. I mean, there'd be times where I pass out drunk and wake up, 10, 12 hours later, or I'd only fall asleep for like, I don't know, like an hour or two and just wake up and start drinking again until I passed out. But glad to say that I have not drank, even though today's been a shitty day. Um, I do want to say though, I am doing one thing that I'm sure other people have done, and that's replace one addiction with another addiction. Um, One of my things that I did was I smoked, and I'm not a smoker or a vapor. Like I do that though, but that's not who I really am. It's just me trying to replace the drinking with something else, and it's one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. I wish I never would have started smoking or anything like that. Not only that, but food. Like even though I get depressed, I have no appetite. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes I want to eat a lot. So then I spend too much money on food. I say too much money because of my budget. I got to stay in with the means of my budget. But it's still the same old problems. It's just how I deal with them. I spend a lot of time alone, so I get a lot of time to think, and my mind races constantly, and that's one thing that the alcohol helped with too. Was it just quieted everything down, so it's hard to not drink when it's your mind's just constantly racing and your anxiety is just like through the roof because, well, for no reason at all. That's one of the main triggers, though, is like not triggers. One of the main reasons why I would drink, though, is anxiety, making my mind race, um, and it made me feel good. It calmed everything down, so I could actually feel like normal. And when I would drink, I could sit down and just focus on one thing and actually enjoy doing something, which I'm not condoning or encouraging anyone to drink or anything like that, but that was another reason why I would do it. It helped me calm my mind down. Um, but now, like, I am replacing one addiction with another. That would be the smoking and the vaping, which is so stupid. And today I'm going to try and make it the first day that I stop doing that. Like, I'm not going to spend any more money on that. I'm going to try and I not smoke, and I have to figure something else out. I may start working out again. That would be probably one of the better things for me. Um, yeah, I went into this not really knowing what to say, but I think working out would be very beneficial. But the only thing is about working out is the anxiety of being in the gym. I mean, I'm not a big guy, and there's people in the gym that are like twice my size. So I'm a scrawny guy going in there trying to lift weights. I mean, it can really take a toll on your self confidence, which I have absolutely no confidence at all. But um, I got to start doing it. I've been paying for my gym membership for over a year, and I haven't been there in over a year. So that's a major waste of money. But um, yeah, I don't know. Uh, I figured I would just check in and see how everyone's doing. Um, just give like a midday update, and I'm still trying to figure out more stuff to bring up on here. If anyone has any suggestions or feedback or anything like that, you know the drill. Leave a thumbs up, make suggestions, let me know what you think. That's helpful now. So I just wanted to add on to the video I made before this one, one of the things that I forgot to mention is like a major reason why I would drink too, and this is where trouble came into play, is because it would make me open up more and maybe give me more confidence in myself. And not having confidence in myself, it kept me from doing a lot of things, um, especially be okay with my insecurities. And like when I drank, I didn't give a shit. It was like I felt so good. I didn't worry about anything. Whereas now, like right now, when I'm even doing this, I feel super self-conscious. It's super hard for me to do this. Um, it's just one of those things that if I was going to be in a situation where there was going to be someone new, a lot of people, uh, something just that would normally be uncomfortable for me, I would drink before I would go. That's how I lost my one job, actually, is because I would drink and I'd go back to work. And my boss had said something to me, and she said, someone could smell alcohol on you, and like, that's how bad it got. I mean, I was living in a motel when that happened too, so I'd go to the motel on my lunch break, which was down the street from the place I worked. I'd do a few shots or have a few drinks or something on lunch and then go back to work. I mean, that goes back. I've done that when I was younger too. I mean, one of the things I'm going to do is make a video and really go through the times that I drank and the problems that it caused, and hopefully help other people know that you can get through the day. And even with insecurities or depression, anxiety, there's much better ways to cope with the mental illness than with being addicted or through an addiction. Excuse me. Like using grounding techniques and being more mindful about things. I think that would help people. And there's lots of other things out there that they do. I have a book on something that mindfulness. I got to finish reading that. Reading in itself is another way to cope. But yeah, I just figured I had that in there. I mean, I drank. My history of drinking is kind of sporadic. It started like when I was in high school. The first time I drank actually was junior high. Me and my friend after school would, when my parents weren't home, and then I didn't drink again until I was 21. And I got made fun of for a while for being, straight edge or whatever. And when I was 21 years old, that's when I first actually got drunk. And but yeah, just off and on, I've had issues with drinking and mixing it with pills and everything. So I'm definitely going to be talking about that more. Not to glorify what I've done, but just to help share the experience and help people not go wrong where I went wrong. And for them to know that, if anything ever happened to it, you can recover from it. You just got to take the right steps to do so. So that's all I wanted to add for now. Thanks.